Hello. Hello, my sweethearts. Today I'm excited because I'm going to be introducing you to a simplified version of contouring. So this is very exciting, so look forward to it. Hello, Larissa. Let me just open this stuff up. Hold on. So you know how people are kind of scared of, hi Esther, people are really kind of scared of the word contouring. Contouring has been around for a pretty long time, but it's always been a little bit taboo. Hi honey. So the professionals have been doing it so flawlessly for so long, and every time we watch those YouTube videos, we're kind of like, oh my god, let me line it, and then when we're blending it out, it's a disaster, right? There's so many techniques over the years that have been, created. There is also a technique called strobing. Like, what is this S word? Strobing is basically highlighting your face. So today, I want to introduce to you a new technique. It's basically simplifying contouring. So I called it shadowing. Shadowing will probably be a little bit easier for you to understand because I'm not going to be aligning anything. I'm not going to be putting little dots everywhere, how a lot of YouTube videos are. This is literally putting shadows on your face. It is so simple. I have started doing this about maybe 2 years ago, but because I didn't really understand, like, why do you need to line everything up? Can't you just, simplify it? So today I'm going to show you what shadowing is. So shadowing is very simple. It's basically contouring with a large brush. You're not gonna line anything, and it's gonna literally take you 5 minutes. Hi Esther Products, thank you for joining me. So this technique you can use when you go out, when you're doing your glam shots, whatever you want. Especially great when you're running out to an event and you don't have time to contour your face, but you still want to create those slim lines on your face. So here's what shadowing is. You grab a large brush, your favorite contour palette. I'm using a powdered contour kit from Manolite Cosmetics. You can also do this with a cream. Okay, so it doesn't really matter whether you're using cream or powders, doesn't matter at all. I'm gonna start with the creams. So you take a large brush like this, or whatever you want. This is my 4-in-1 brush that I love, as you can see. You're gonna dip into the color that you need. I generally use, since I'm very light, I'm using the lighter color, which is called Fawn in this palette. And you just go like this, blow it off a little, and start from middle of the ear, okay? And just go towards the corner of your mouth, but stop right here. So kind of like at the end of your brow. So this is where you're gonna stop. So you start shadowing in. This does not create harsh lines at all. You're gonna go into your hairline, of course, right? And like basically like a number 3, just like this. Pick up a little bit more. Go in. Esther writes, where can I get the 4-in-1 brush? I will post the link in the description, but you can get it on my website, but I will post the link for you. That's it. You just do this. If you want like a stronger contour, you just add a darker color. So I'm gonna do this half of the face with powder, and the other half of the face I'm going to do with cream so that I can actually show you. Now for the nose contour, right, I'm going to use this brush. It's called Pointed Eye Contour number 72, the brown faux, and it's pretty big. You see that? It's a pretty large brush. I'm putting it next to my eyes so you could see. And what I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna pick up this lighter color, blow it off, and just go for the nose. Do you see how it already gave a shadow to the nose? And all you have to do now is just blend it out with a large brush. And this, my friends, is called shadowing. Now I know the lighting is probably a little bit off. I don't know if you can see it. Let me know if you can see it. But do you see how this one created a shadow and it's much slimmer than this side? So this is shadowing, okay? So I think now when you do your contouring, which we now call shadowing, with this one, it'll be so much easier. So you can see, hi Maki, love, thank you for joining. So we just did half of the face using a large brush, and I call this technique shadowing. Now on this side, I'm going to do it with a cream. So with the cream, you do exactly the same thing. You take a large brush. I am using a Chubby Blender number 160. This is a pretty dark color, so don't get scared, but I want you to really see this. You're gonna pick it up with a large brush. This is like a completely different technique, okay? And you're gonna start exactly the same way from the middle of the ear, going towards the mouth, but you're gonna stop right there, okay? You see this? And now all you have to do is just blend it up. So what you're doing is you are actually creating the shadows. That's all you're doing. So creams are stronger. So when you're drawing all this with a large brush, you're gonna go into it with this one and blend. Hi Mayara, thanks for joining. So as you can see, the difference here between the cream contour and a powder contour. Powders are much more softer, creams are much stronger. Okay, so you're gonna blend it out. This is literally gonna take you 5 minutes. It's not gonna take you more than that. So half of my face is done with the cream, half of my face is done with the powder. So now for the nose, you're gonna do exactly the same thing. You're gonna take a brush. I'm also gonna use the pointed eye contour, number 72. You're gonna just tap it because this is pretty strong pigment, okay? And I'm actually using PC10. This is Perfect Concealer 10. And you're gonna shadow that in. Do you see how my nose just elongated? And I'm just slimmer. Let me know what you think, guys. This is, hi Tamara. Here we go. That is all. There is nothing more to do with this contouring. It's so easy, takes you 5 seconds, you're out of the house, nothing to do. Now, of course, you can get fancy and really kind of, thank you, Esther. So, you know, go into there doing strobing and a little bit difficult, right? And I have struggled with it myself. So, this half of the face with cream, this half of the face with powder. You can see the difference in contouring. Now we're calling it shadowing, which should definitely help you out, making it much simpler. So I'm gonna go over it one more time. On this side, I shadowed the same way in the number 3 and throughout the nose. With the powdered contour kit, I used Fawn, which is the lightest of the browns. And this one you can use if you want to go a little bit deeper. And with the PC10, which is a very dark color, you can pick up lighter color for sure. I just wanted you to really see the color. And of course, the Chubby Blender and the pointed eye contour with the cream. So you're basically doing the exact same thing on both sides. If you want to mix them, you absolutely can. But this is going to make it so much simpler for you guys to do the shadowing. It is not, you know, when people say contour, it's so confusing sometimes. But now that you know this technique, I hope it's going to make it much easier for you to just shadow that in. So let's call this shadowing. And you can see how my face just kind of came together. You can see that my nose is highlighted, even though I did not even put any highlighter, you saw. This is just my natural color. And when I turn, you will not see that I contoured. I'm sure you've seen a lot of ladies, women, walking around with the very harsh lines. I never liked it. And I always wanted to create something different, something new, something innovative, something easy. For me, simplicity is key, you know? I love my glam look, but even when I do my glam look, I still want it to be simple. I do not want anybody to purposely sit there for hours and hours and hours doing their makeup. I just think that's a waste of time. For a busy person like myself, and I'm sure as all of you, we just don't have the time for all that. You know, we gotta be in and out. So by doing this shadowing technique, you can see how easy it is. It took me 5 seconds. Like, people that are coming on now have completely missed it because it took me 5 seconds. So this video is going to be available for 24 hours on Instagram. Also, I'm going to be reposting it on Facebook page at NLA Cosmetics. So this is actually really cool because I'm also going to talk about a little bit about formulation, because formulation is key. For example, did you ever go to the store and couldn't like find the right lipstick shade? Like, there were so many lipstick shades. This is a lot of times how I felt. So when I'm formulating, I'm keeping all that in mind, simply because I'm able to do it. This is, you know, it's really interesting. Like, for example, a certain finish that you want to do, or a certain colors or textures, you know, or certain ingredients that you can put in. I am able to control this. I'm able to control what goes into every single formulation, which is very exciting for me. So if somebody out there ever thinks like me, this is going to be very beneficial to have a conversation, because you actually can create something of your own. You know, start thinking about, okay, maybe I want to create like a lipstick that is just my color. It's just for me. I'm excited about it, and maybe there are other people out there who share the same thing. So it's really exciting. It's really definitely exciting. So I hope this technique helped you out a little bit. Okay. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to share it with you guys. And let's see, what does Tamara say? Do you come to the houses to do makeup for special occasions? I don't really do it. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I could, but let's talk. You know, DM me privately. Let's talk, because I usually just don't have the time to do that. But you know, if you're around, if you're near my salon, maybe we can do something about it. Let's see. Just, you know, send me a message and we'll see. So, thank you so much for joining me. I'm super excited about introducing this technique to you. I'm loving this. You can do this with my organic line, with my professional line. It doesn't matter. Today I use my professional line. I will link all the products in the description so you guys know what I was using, and this video is going to be available for you on my Facebook, and I'm also going to upload it to my YouTube, which is at NLA Cosmetics as well. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please comment, tell me what you think. If you have a suggestion for a video, if there's something that you want to know how to do, you know, send me a message, and I would love to do a video on that. So thank you so much for joining me. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.